After brutally murdering his elderly North Carolina neighbor in cold blood, the cowardly killer told the court that slaughtering the old man didn't make him a bad person. After hearing this disgusting statement, it only took the furious judge 3 simple words to slap the smug grin off the punk's face. When North Carolina resident Justin Sullivan converted to Islam, it didn't take him long to understand that the Quran's violent commands to smite at their necks and kill them wherever you find them aren't exactly peaceful compulsions. Vowing to make great slaughter like his beloved Prophet Muhammad, Sullivan hoped to carry out a massive terror attack on a concert or club that would result in hundreds of non-Muslim casualties. Before the now 21-year-old Islamic State recruit could become the jihadist he aspired to be, he decided to practice on an unsuspecting infidel who he knew couldn't fight back. Sullivan slaughtered 74-year-old John Bailey Clark with a shotgun while the elderly man slept in his bed in December 2014. The murdering coward pleaded guilty to murder on July 17, hoping that the court would let him off easier. However, before Sullivan was sentenced, the remorseless Muslim brazenly claimed that his actions don't imply that he's a bad person, possibly a reference to the Quran's promise of reward to Muslims who kill unbelievers. Outraged by his statement, Superior Court Judge Robert Irvin slapped Sullivan with a second life sentence, adding to Judge Martin Ridinger's initial life sentence ruling, the Charlotte Observer reports. Despite believing he would only receive one life sentence for his crimes, Sullivan was devastated to hear Judge Irvine hand down yet another life sentence, ensuring that he will never again set foot outside of the penitentiary. Sullivan and his attorney, Victoria Jane, attempted to invoke sympathy, although the Muslim convert refused to apologize to his victim's family and take responsibility for his actions. Ironically, Sullivan insisted he's not a cold-blooded killer, a claim which both judges refuted. The Miami Herald reports. Less than 1 month after Judge Ridinger's ruling, Judge Irvin issued another life imprisonment sentence related to Sullivan's ISIS-related charges, a ruling that is virtually unheard of. The only reason that neither judge sought the death penalty, which was initially considered, is because Sullivan agreed to plead guilty and because mental health experts deemed him as having pre-schizophrenia. Unfortunately, mental health issues are commonly cited in order to excuse the culprit's Islamic motivation. Like a good attorney, Jane attempted to trivialize Sullivan's behavior by citing social issues and feeling of exclusion. Of course, it is solely Sullivan's dedication to the Quran's commands to slaughter that led him to act upon his religious compulsions. When Sullivan says that he's not a bad person, what he's implying is the Quran's encouragement for Muslims to war with unbelievers. The Prophet Muhammad routinely ambushed peaceful and unsuspecting non-Muslims, beheading whole tribes of civilians who never even knew they were at war. For his great slaughter, Muhammad stated that Allah had rewarded him on earth with sex slaves, black slaves, wealth, and power. In the hereafter, Muhammad promised that anyone who emulates this behavior will experience endless sexual gratification. Quran 8:39 commands Muslims to fight against non-Muslims until there is no more disbelief and the religion is all for Allah. Disbelief and refusal to submit to Sharia law is considered persecution in Islam, for which Allah prescribes the punishment of dismemberment, crucifixion, exile, or slavery. Those who do not pay the mandated religious tax, jizya, must be executed unless they convert to Islam. Sullivan is one of the millions of potential jihadists living in the US. Even more disturbing is that he is one of more than 1 billion Muslims who may obey their Quran's call to slaughter at any moment. The Quran is so explicitly violent that even a socially awkward North Carolina teen can understand its passages. It is also so dangerous that it motivates more terrorism than any other religious ideology in history. Please share the story and tell us what you think by clicking one of the buttons below. We want to hear your voice.